This is your Armstrong triplex booster system. You have your main operator interface here with system overview, which shows you which pump is lead, lag, and standby. Only 2 of these pumps should be running at a time unless there's a really high demand, but otherwise they will run lead, lag, and the 3rd pump is just like a backup. It does switch lead, lag every 24 hours. So lead, lag, standby. Tomorrow will be lead, lag, standby, and then continuing on. You can see when this is running right now, it's in no flow shutdown. You can see your active suction pressure, which is the pressure of water being supplied. You can see your discharge pressure, which is 129 with a set point of 121. It does boost it up that little bit when it goes into no flow shutdown, so it provides a cushion in your bladder tank. So if one person uses a faucet, the whole booster doesn't come on. And then from there you have the pump overview, which again shows you lead, lag, standby, the RPMs and percentage it's running at, how many hours they've run for, you know, their status right now. These are all stopped, but if this one's running, it'll say running, you know, or both of them running, and it'll tell you at what percent to speed and RPM they're running at. From there you also have pump 1, hand off auto. When you click on the pumps, hand is your manual mode. So if you put it in manual, you'll have to set the speed over here in the hand speed option and run it up. The pump will not turn off. It doesn't matter how much pressure you build in this system, anything, unless it hits the 232 of factory high discharge, it will, it will stay running until you turn it off. So don't just leave it that way and go home overnight or anything like that without verifying that it's safe to do so. Otherwise, you have off if they're making a lot of weird noises or you're not getting water out of them. You can turn them off for safety, or you can also turn off your main disconnect here. Auto, close window. I do recommend getting the stylus pen because it makes it much easier to operate this little screen. I have fat fingers, that's why you might see in the video that I have a hard time hitting the button sometimes. I forgot my stylus in the truck. And then from there you have your alarm menu. If you have an active alarm, it will flash across the main screen. When you hit alarm, well, I'll show you from the main, hit the alarm screen here, it will show you an alarm there. Before you hit alarm reset, take a picture with your phone. Not every alarm is saved in alarm history. So when you reset it, it might go away. And then you give us a call and we drive a couple hours up here and there's nothing there. You know, you still get a bill for all of our travel time and everything. But we couldn't do anything because the alarm's not there and the booster's running properly at that moment. So always take a picture. Most of the alarms are saved in your alarm history screen. There's about 8 of them here now, going over stuff from startup. You know, they're set up different ways to test on the test bench. I have to turn that off, and that gives us a bunch of alarms until I do. So all of these alarms here mean nothing for you guys. So if alarm number 9 shows up, that's where you guys are going to want to start paying attention. And then from there, that's really it. If it's not working at all, it should always say local start up here. If you hit that, it will go to remote start, which makes it think it's being controlled by a building automation system or something else. So nothing will run, nothing will turn on. You have to make sure that says local start, and then it'll go.
Say that again.
Take a look at the screen here. See local start?
Okay.
If you accidentally hit that, it'll just go to remote start. And then because it won't run because it's looking for an external signal to tell it to run. Okay. I don't know, they made that a lot easier to hit on these new screens. It's the only reason why I pointed out, because if you brush up against that and it changes, your booster won't turn on. So put that back into local start.
So you want to keep it always local start?
Yes. Yeah. On this site for you guys, always local start. If it's not working properly and you walk up and you guys see remote start, just hit that. I guarantee it'll fire right back up again. You know, if it's on local and it's not working, this is our 24-hour service line. After you get out of warranty with your installer, if you have any questions, problems, or anything whatsoever, call this number right here and you will get a hold of somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Most of these books and stuff like that, this is a locking key, should be kept close to the booster. There is a small cardboard box in here with a screen to access the drives themselves. Always leave that screen in the booster. It means absolutely nothing to you guys, but if I show up here and don't have it, we could have, you know, it might be a wasted trip. So always, there's a little cardboard box, I put it right here, always leave that in the booster, never take that out. This can be placed anywhere, and this little key here, we recommend you zip tie it here or keep it someplace if you want to keep it locked up, someplace close by where maintenance knows to get at it, so if someone does have to come here and work on it, we can
I
get
think
it.
that thing would have to tie up over there.
Yeah, most people just zip tie them to something close because they, you know, you don't really need them locked. And that's only this here, this is just a flathead, some people just leave that and then this locks it on as well, so you don't even have to lock that if you don't want to.